about yourself and how you founded the Godfather Music Beach Bar in St. Kitts here on Friars Beach. I'd love to know your story.
Okay, well, my story will take a long time. I don't think we have time for that.
Not from birth, because I know you're not young. But.
That's true. But the Godfather. Actually, the Godfather started exactly where we're here now. To be honest with you, now that's ominous actually, because this coconut tree here, it's the last. There's a second one over here, this one here, the second one there, just the tall one. These are the only two left from the original set that was here. Yeah, I think hurricane took them away. There used to be a little cluster of coconut trees here. And when I came back to St. Kitts, well, even before I came back, I think during the late 90s, 1990s, I used to come back to St. Kitts in the wintertime and do musical stuff. Bring records, DJing, try and encourage people what's going on. And there was a little scene going on the beach. So I used to have full moon parties. And right here, as we stand, we used to call it the picnic palms at the time, because people used to have picnics here. Only picnics were on this beach. There were no bars at all. And I used to clear this area here and have full moon parties right here under this coconut tree. And that was what, going back 20 years? No, more than that, 30 years. 1995 probably. Yeah.
And what did these full moon parties consist of?
Well, I had this concept, and I actually wrote to tourism and said to them, you know, full moon is a good product. Why don't we have full moon parties and as a tourism product on the beach? They had them already. I think there was a Bomber Shack, has it in Tortola, very famous beach bar there, and he has a full moon party where he gives what they call it, special rum punch, but it's not rum punch, it's mushroom tea. Yeah, absolutely, and a full moon party. And ladies were encouraged to leave their signature at the bar, not their hand signature, but part of their attire, which they left on the bar. So the whole bar was covered with bikini bottoms. I'll say no more. So that was his full moon party. It still goes on. Yeah. And so I had an idea, well, we could have a full moon party here. Because I was living in Sweden at the time, and then it was a rave scene. You remember the rave scene? Yeah? I had friends who were going to India. I was living in Sweden, and friends were going to India to have psychedelic trance parties. And they started the whole Goa thing. The guys in Sweden did that. So I thought, well, I'll go to the Caribbean, I'll do my own sort of techno scene. And I actually did a couple of shots at the original Monkey Bar with Roy Gums.
That's going back.
Yeah, it's going back. So I did a little party there. I remember there was a girl from South Africa who knew exactly what I was talking about, and she helped me put big white sheets up on the coconut trees, lit them, and we played some rave music. And our local people went,
what's that?
What that? And at the time, drum and bass hadn't started. It was called jungle music. So they called me Jungle. Some of the guys in Nevis, hey Jungle, what are you doing, Jungle? So that was the start of the Godfather Beach Bar for me. Picnics here, full moon party. I had also full moon parties on Connery, where I was living on the beach there, and also in Frigate Bay. Just around that time, Einon had started doing his thing at his bar. So I helped Einon there because I had a kind of a following for my parties. Expats and Ross students, because Ross was going there. They used to come to my parties. So when the beach bar culture started in St. Kitts, I had a bit of a following. So Einon said to me, hey, why don't you bring your people to my bar? I'm setting up a new bar. I said, yeah. So we had the first parties. I had the first parties at Einon way back. It's around about 1998, 99, 1999, just around the millennium time. And then I also helped other people try and, sort of package or brand what they were doing on the beach, doing music, because at that time music wasn't on the beaches. People didn't play music at the beach, because remember back in those days it was still vinyl records and cassettes, and the whole DJ scene hasn't arrived in St. Kitts. You had one DJ, that was Ronnie Rascal. Back in those days. So I was working with Ronnie kind of thing. You know, Ronnie was doing his stuff and I tried to do some techno, you know.
And what was your sound name? Was it Jungle John? Or
No,
was it
John Black.
John Black.
John Black, that was me, John Black. They just called me Jungle because I was doing drum and bass. So then around 2000, my guest house was completed. That was the main focus, really. You know, was to we have some family land in Connery. My parents had started building on the property there, and I finished it off and decided to market a guest house, the Culture House, which still runs. Yeah, you remember that.
Very nice.
So we launched a Culture House in 2005. So between 2000 and 2005, I was still coming back here and bringing beach stuff. So I bought a whole lot of chairs, beach chairs, that I lent, loaned, borrowed other beach bars, like Lion Bar, Ziggy's had a bar, I used to give him chairs, Einon I gave chairs, even Shiggity Shack I gave bar equipment. I think I gave Shiggity Shack his first fridge and freezers. Because when I bought my container load of stuff from the UK, I packed it up with freezers and put stuff inside the freezers, so you had double capacity. And I sold the freezers, and so I sold some to X, I remember. So I was involved in some way with all the beach bars, whether bringing people to them because I had a following, and the music. So around about 2005, the whole beach bar, St. Kitts got into tourism, remember? And they did tourism. The department didn't really have anything to sell to the people, but they had this small beach bar culture. You know, they had some guys with coolers, a little shelter, a little space, you know, that they called their own and branded it as themselves. You know, Sunshines, Einons, you know, they all had their own. They had Ziggy's, you know. So there's a guy who was called his name was Calvin, and he had a spot down at the bottom where Carambola is now, and I helped him with chairs and also bringing people to his bar. He called it the Godfathers, after himself. He called himself Godfather. So I worked with him for a good while. Full moon parties again there. And then something happened. I think there was a rainstorm up on the hill there. And there's a gut there that completely pushed his bar into the ocean. Carambola wasn't there at all. There was a big rock down there, and he had a bar there, and he had a nice little following. The students loved him. I think he had a rum punch, and that's right. He used to, if you remained standing after so many drinks, the number that was there, the total, you can write your name on the bar. So there was a challenge between the Ross students for him to do that. So he was very popular. So when after the storm took his bar away, he came here. He came here, and he at that time, 2003, 4, 5, around that, I can't remember. The students used to play volleyball. You see them now playing volleyball on Frigate Bay. They used to play volleyball on the Atlantic side, where this place called Angelus.
Oh yes.
There's a beach
right
there.
Down from the Marriott.
So the students used to play volleyball there, and but it wasn't good enough because it's too windy. You can't play volleyball with the wind.
The ball's going south.
The ball is where to fall. So the students were looking for somewhere else. At that time, the guy Calvin, Godfather,
Yeah.
decided he was going to bring the volleyball here.
Mm.
So he did. He came with a backhoe and he cleared there, all here,
Really?
cleared all the bush.
Okay.
Saying he's going to put volleyball
I didn't
courts
know
up
that.
here.
Wow.
Some people, what the hell's going on here? Some environmental people. And now say he's going to, so, because it's private land. So there's nobody here to do anything about it. So he cleared this place here, because at that time, there's just a track that went through here from the bottom there to Shipwreck.
Wow.
So he cleared it, and he got students to put up a shack right in the corner, and he was going to play volleyball here. So crazy. He used to still have parties, and the students used to come here, not to play volleyball so much because that didn't work. It was just one big clearing, and then it became a place where everybody came. Godfather on Friday night swang. I mean, it was enormous.
Okay.
This was like 2004, 5. I mean, a lot of people used to come here, and the students, and it was the place. DJs, right then the DJ culture started. There was a DJ called DJ Dice. God bless his soul, he's passed away now. He was a DJ here. I think Fresh, I saw some posters with Fresh name, he's still around. And they were the two DJs that played here. And it was, Godfather was swinging for about 3 years. Anyway, something happened. The strip started to open because then I think Frigate Bay, Diastafan encouraged, because whilst this was going on, the bars down the other side had their daily thing going for the small cruise ship business that were coming. That was around at the time. It wasn't like today, but there were cruise ships around. And there were a lot of internal. It was a war battlefield here between the bars, fighting.
Trying to get.
So it wasn't.
Business,
So they were asked. So Dwyer realized, well, okay, move them to Frigate Bay. And you remember those buildings, colourful buildings that was in Carifesta?
Yes.
So he gave those to the bar people
Initially.
just to calm them down. And so some of them went there, a few stayed here. Godfather Calvin was one of those persons, but by then he fell out with the students, some silly incidents, I don't know. So somewhere along the line, by then I'd moved back to St. Kitts. 2005, I decided I'm going to be here full time. There's a guy here from Texas. He was a guy who sort of everybody knew. And he decided that he wanted to get a beach bar and asked me what I think. I said, you can't, as a foreigner, it won't work. Because, they are there on the blessings of the government, to run beach bars. And, it would not really look good for foreigners to come in and say, going to build beach bars on the beach. So he said to me, well, okay, you buy it. I said, no. He said, you will. And I did. I bought it from Calvin. But what I got from him was a contract that said, I have the rights now to run the Godfather name. You've assigned it to me, and whatever legal thing I could put together to stop him coming back and threatening to take it back off me. So I did that, and he agreed, paid him my money, and made a gentleman's agreement that I would take Godfather. And then I rebranded it as The Godfather. Call it The Godfather instead of that.
Isn't it the Godfather music
beach bar? But then you can't call it The Godfather full stop. Because you do that, you go in trouble with the film.
True.
So I called it Music Beach Bar. So then you can go on Google and everything else. You just can't call yourself The Godfather and go on Google. Some guy from Hollywood would arrive and ask to see your accounts,
Well, you just invite him to the half moon party.
Full moon party, yeah. So I got it. So I took it and rebranded it. I had thought of calling it Godfather 2, like the movie, second stage, but
more
no.
lawsuits.
The more. So I said, okay, Godfather. Okay, then the whole place was flat.
Yeah.
And so I went round to my friends. They said, John, we can't come to you. You got no shade.
Yeah.
Got no shade. I said, oh, shade. So I bought umbrellas. Went to Anguilla, and there's a guy there who has umbrellas and chairs, and I still have them. And put them out. Before you know it, you see how windy it is?
Yes.
Dangerous.
That
People
ended up over
getting
there.
knocked in the face
Salt
with
pond.
stick flying. Even worse, umbrella flying in the ocean, and John going after them and trying to get my property back out the ocean. And some guy seeing me, a local guy, said, "Oh God, John is drowning." And every time I see this guy, he still reminds me, "Hey John, you remember? I saved your life going out there trying to save my umbrellas." Okay, forget this umbrella business, this doesn't work. So I thought, okay, I'm going to plant some coconut trees. So I planted 34 coconut trees here, around here.
Hence how beautiful it is.
All the bush, I got them from Connery. The lilies, I bought them, got them. Oh, so everything you see here, I planted. And it took me a long time to do that.
It looks like an oasis.
That was the whole idea, to make it look like an oasis on the beach. And I thought about moments like today where, I had a concept of this bar and coconut trees over the bar. And so when you come across in the boat, you want to come and look at it. Over here must be so beautiful. It must be good. And if you drive past, somebody's invited. If you walk across the beach, you're invited. If I was to get the price of a rum punch from everybody who took pictures of my bar, I will make about $500 US a day. That is the photographs. They take selfies. They make people think that they've been here all day, but they haven't even bought a drink yet. But it's beautiful. It's very rustic.
It's natural. It's
and it works. What I've tried to do here is to make it accessible for local people, for all people, and for all people to enjoy the beach, for them to immerse themselves in the beach culture. We do not have beach culture in St. Kitts, as our people. Our people usually, historically, go to the beach August Monday, Easter Monday, Whitsun, or whatever. We all know somebody, like my grandmother never allowed us to go on the beach because she lost a child on the drowned in the sea. We all, not these days, but back in the day, we all have stories of the ocean. And we you go to Martinique and Guadeloupe and other islands, local people, they're totally immersed in beach culture. We don't as Britishers.
People are a bit afraid of it.
They're very afraid of the ocean.
A lot of people don't swim.
They don't swim. And even then, and exposing themselves. And you still, not so much now, we used to see girls coming to the beach with rams bags around their head and going in the water with their clothes on. And that's only up to about 10 years ago. You still saw that, but not anymore. So I try to promote beach culture. It's just a win-win for everybody.
Definitely. You have a lot of cruise ships coming here, a lot of foreigners from Europe, and when they come to your bar, what kind of feedback do you get from them?
Amazing feedback. I mean, people, they come and the Germans, for example, on Google is territorial. So the Google in Germany, you read a lot about the Godfather because the Germans, they come here and they go back. Okay, well, the group there from Romania, some doctor students. They're friendly. They're staying in Martinique at the moment, and their friends were here 2 months ago. Told them about it, and now they're here. Beautiful. So at least 30% of the people come to the bar are being recommended, second-time people, or whatever. And that's the type of thing that I enjoy. It's working. Busy-ish. It can get busier. A bit later on in the afternoon, or earlier on when we have the bikers. We have bikers from Germany. From the cruise ships, they park their bikes here, and then they drink tea.
Oh, no
Yeah,
alcohol.
no alcohol.
Oh.
Ting. Really good.
Okay.
People want local experiences. I mean, that's what they want from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I think people who run our tourism product, I think they're a little bit of a miss. You know, a lot could be learned from Barbados. Barbados makes some huge mistakes with their tourism product, and they're not destroyed, but they have deranged, or whatever it is. Their island, Barbados, is not the island that it used to be. I mean, there's a time you flew over Barbados and all you saw was turquoise seas and pink sands. When you fly over Barbados now, there's sort of a dark rill around the coastline. There's all the hotels are on the beaches. And Barbados, you don't even see the ocean now when you ride on the road.
Yeah.
You go on the south coast of Barbados, you cannot see the seas. Hotels. So we're getting to that situation in St. Kitts now.
Yeah.
All the good spots around the island are being blocked by a resort. And that's what's going to happen here. If they build a resort here, what will happen? This view is 1 million people see that view a year. Timothy view. You can put a hotel on top of that.
Yeah.
You can put a hotel on Yellowstone Park. You can put a hotel on the Notre Dame in Paris. You don't put hotels on your best, your iconic views.
You want to preserve,
You
conserve.
preserve everything you see from up there should be preserved.
Yeah. Any hopes for the future? What would you wish for Godfather's Beach Park?
That we stay here and we develop a unique experience. I mean, for us, what would be wonderful for us is, just imagine if things are going really well and these people here, we can have a grill, have some food, have some, do what they call it, breadfruit. We can do mackerel. We can give people experience. We have drummers playing African drums in the corner on the bush there.
Lovely.
Anything.
Lovely.
Culture stuff. It could happen. Culture is not just about having nakajumbis on Port Zante. And that's a vision that our tourism has. Except when they go to a conference where they're told, oh, what's the new buzzword? Sustainability is our new buzzword. Resilience is our new buzzword. I mean, this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
What do they want? They want to carry them. They want to carry them. They want to rum punch. They don't want a Heineken. They don't want to. Because some of them might want pina colada, but they want a rum punch.
Yeah, local.
It's a rum punch.
Yeah.
Have a local drink. So you say, have Coca-Cola, you can have a local Coke. But try a thing. It's made in St. Kitts.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, we like that. And we sell a ton of that.
Nice.
And then what we do, we sell other stuff. Our rum punch we make from Dominica, from St. Lucia, from Jamaica. We sell our own stuff.
Lovely.
Immerse people in the Caribbean culture.
Lovely.
That's what it's all about.
John, Captain John. I feel like I need to call you Captain because you got this hat on. So, Captain Godfather, thank you so much for your honest contribution to the beautiful environment, and I wish nothing but the best for your bar and your future.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope people get involved in the conversation because it's a very important conversation.
Absolutely.
Because when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's on the way. I mean, we don't know who these people are who want to do this, to take away our beach. Look at the government have sold it. Look at the owners have sold it. First of all, why did the government sell it in the first place? That's the first question. And if they did sell it, when they realized they made a mistake, they could have gone and bought it back. They could have bought it back and keep it for the people. But no, it's private, it's private. If you're private owner in St. Kitts, it seems you can do anything. It's private land. It's not private
Sad.
land. Even if it's private land, you let them see their plans. Let's see what their ambitions are for the place, and let's discuss it. And then if it's not working, well, they can wait to the next meeting. For the next meeting next year. Okay, we meet next year. How's our plans going to build a resort? Oh, we're still talking about the environment. We're still talking about the beach. We're still talking about the reef. We'll come back to you. We haven't spoken to everybody about it. But when we've done, we'll come and we'll tell you about it. And then we do that 2 or 3 years, and the developers, they'll forget about it. And they'll go away. They'll go away. Or they'll sell it. And the value goes down. And then we bite back. Quite simple. We bite back. But no, once we've sold it, oh, it's a white man's now. Nothing to do with us, it's gone. If you have that attitude, our 65 square miles will be gone. It's nothing. 65 square miles is nothing. It's not even the size of one farm in Australia or a farm in Texas. It's more than 65 square miles. That's the size of our island. One man could own as much land as they say kids and grow maize or herd cattle. And we're going to give our land away, our whole country away? You know, come on.
Thank you.